Have you ever considered whether she's expressing interest in you quietly or whether you're just... Sometimes the signs are clear and apparent, but let's be honest, most guys overlook them because they aren't paying attention to the correct details. We're exploring 6 distinct signs that a woman wants to sleep with you today. As we examine these signs through the lens of Stoicism, you'll notice that they're not overt, but once you acknowledge that they are, you'll see things entirely differently. Stay tuned because you might be surprised to discover how much your one remaining eye has been missing. Let's start by getting in touch with one of the most obvious but usually ignored indicators. Keeping eye contact is one of the most powerful nonverbal cues you can use to communicate. A quick glance can convey powerful messages, especially if it lasts longer than usual. For example, if someone is just curious, they will quickly look away. But when the woman looks at sign number 1, prolonged eye contact you a little longer, she is not telling you this by accident, anything without uttering a word. But let's not talk too soon. We are prone to misinterpreting this type of something that's when Stoicism is useful. First, lesson teaches us to be patient, perceptive, and completely present. You're not merely responding impulsively. You're focusing on the nuances as if you were speaking with a woman, and she looks directly into your eyes. She keeps her eyes on you and holds your look, perhaps even grinning a little. That's an invitation. She seems to be signaling you to enter her space, that she has a deeper interest in you level now. You may feel compelled to overthink things or behave rashly, but as a Stoic, the objective is to maintain composure while breathe. Held her sight for a moment, demonstrating to her with assurance that you've learned on the signal without appearing uncomfortable. You're allowing her, not pursuing her, come to you. That serene assurance is the epitome of what a Stoic man is about: consciousness rather than overreaction. Let me ask you a question. Sign number 2, lighthearted touches. How often do you see women maintaining eye contact while brushing? If so, dismiss it as inconsequential and consider whether they are missing any important intentional signs. 2. Let's talk about touch. One of the most telling is the minute touch modes of communication regarding appeal, but it's also one of the most easily misinterpreted. The key is that when a woman intentionally touches you, whether it's a gentle pat on the arm or placing a hand on your knee, it's more than just an informal gesture. She's experimenting, and seeing your Stoic response now encourages us to pay attention and stay in the present. The smaller details, the frequency of her arm contact during a conversation or her hand resting casually on your shoulder, aren't random gestures that indicate an attractive man who is Stoic but doesn't show it. Sign number 3, open body language. When she touches you repeatedly in different situations, it's not about ignoring these signals, but rather about calmly realizing their greater significance. Connection in real life, for example, your second lesson when they are having fun at a table and she lightly touches your arm while you are laughing about something. You said that the touch is a little longer than usual, which isn't a coincidence, because you would pay attention to a Stoic man, but not get too excited, instead of staying calm and showing her that you're in control of the situation. The more at ease you are, the more interested she is in her. Sign 3, she seeks privacy. One of the most obvious signs is conversations. A woman's interests go beyond casual conversations. She starts off by asking for a private meeting with you, discussing how crowded the space is, or sending you a text message if she is asking to spend time alone with you. Sign number 4, flirty behavior and compliments suggest going outside for some fresh air, or if she texts you late at night when no one else is around, she says she wants to set up times when it's just the two of you. She answers to find out if you're willing to reciprocate, which is where Stoicism comes into play. Putting Stoicism into practice helps us be self-conscious and objective in our interactions. A Stoic man recognizes that when a woman seeks out these intimate moments when she is vulnerable, she is expressing her desire for a more intimate relationship. However, instead of making snap decisions or jumping into things that will help you stay grounded, you watch her movements and let the situation unfold naturally. For instance, let's say she suggests that you go to the party you're at and step outside for a quick break from the noise she's making at the moment. This is her way of expressing her interest in creating an emotional bond. And perhaps as a Stoic, You don't physically rush or put pressure on the situation. Instead, you remain composed and let her lead the way. Have you ever experienced this? Sign number 5, conversations that offer suggestions. We learn to pay attention via word stoicism because these nonverbal cues are often more powerful than words. In terms of attractiveness, especially when a woman has a deeper level of interest in you, her body will often show it before she ever says a word. What if someone made the extra effort to speak with you in private, but you didn't think about it? What if that was how she's signaling 4 signs of interest in a flirty body? You should start by analyzing her posture to see whether she leans closer to you, if she mirrors you, or if your motions when speaking are infringing on her personal space, which is an imperceptible border. Clues can be the most honest type of connection. Third lesson, her approach to building intimacy without using Stoic language keeps you focused and composed so you can see these small changes without reacting on the spur of the moment. Next, watch how she touches her or plays with her hair to see these small changes. Sign number 6, starting alone time. Actions are often unconscious signs of anxious excitement or excitement. If she is gesturing towards you with her legs crossed, that's just another subliminal clue that she's intrigued. The important thing is that a stoic man who overthinks or becomes overly enthusiastic understands these signs but fails to leap to action. Instead, he gives her the chance to develop naturally while maintaining equilibrium between genuine patience and confidence. For example, in life, she may be leaning forward or making eye contact, and her body is tilted towards you. These are all signs that she finds you attractive, and a stoic man would not panic if he were aware of them without getting carried away indications. When it comes to attraction, 5 frequently said prayers are among the simplest ways to communicate. However, when a woman frequently compliments your beauty, it's more than just flattery. It's a sign that she's paying attention to your appearance and how you present yourself, which often shows that she's attracted to you both physically and emotionally. This is where Stoicism comes into play, Ali. When a woman compliments you on your appearance, your smile, or the way you carry yourself in a way that declares her attraction to more than just your appearance, she is attracted to your display of self-assurance and the way you give her the impression that a man is still stoic and calm during these times. A stoic man does not accept praise, nor does he brush it off or make it seem insignificant. Instead, he admits them for the indications that they are of greater interest. The stoic man accepts the compliment but refuses to let it dictate how he responds. He keeps his composure and exhibits signs of self-assurance without having to. She mentions sex. In a real-life attraction situation, she might say that you always look so put together or that you smell fantastic. These compliments cover more ground than just appearance. They also cover how you make her feel when you're around. The most obvious sign that a woman is seeking a deeper connection with a man is when she starts to bring up sexually suggestive topics or remarks. This is not an accident. Women are often more reserved than men when speaking there. And by bringing up these topics, she is testing how a stoic man doesn't jump at you, but rather gives you the opportunity or becomes overly influenced by enthusiasm while remaining grounded. He pays close attention and reacts cautiously when a woman brings up lesson number 4, sex. Topics that she wants to know if you're mature enough to handle the conversation with confidence and composure. For example, she can make a joke about a scene in a movie or mention that she's testing you with something flirtatious. Reply to check whether you both agree. As a stoic, you maintain your composure, participating in the discussion, but not hurrying into anything that makes you feel peaceful. Demonstrates your mastery of your feelings and aspirations, which only she finds you more attractive to. All Stoicism instructs us that, although we have no influence on the behavior of, we have power over how we react to people. They are attractive in this way. It's important to recognize these 6 signs are about human comprehension conduct on a more profound level without making snap judgments or responding impulsively. If you are able to recognize these symptoms, it's likely that a lady is signaling that she's not simply interested in informal dialogue, but as a stoic person, you stay cool, patient, and composed, letting the relationship develop. Of course, no need to hurry, since assurance comes from understanding that everything will go according to plan, if you discovered value in this analysis of Stoicism and allure. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.